Good morning, everyone. Here in the office, and I'm usually here very early. And I keep promising that I'll show you guys around on what I do super early morning. So here I am in the office. Let's go in the rest of the facility and see what's going on. Let's take a look. So, as you see, I'm here solo by myself at Bisimoto. But let's, above and beyond my office with a few trophies from racing, let's go inside the showroom and see what's going on. Some of the cool cars we have here in the facility. This is one that's very, very popular. This is Rod Chung's gorgeous 935 with some beautiful artwork courtesy of Ornamental Conifer, a very popular LA-based artist. And look at that right there. That's the Bisimoto Touch. Has twin billet 57mm Turbonex turbos, which are absolutely gorgeous, being filtered with some nice AEM induction filtration. And the controls for the boost setup is these very nice units right here, these wastegates from TurboSmart. So this setup is built to handle 850 horsepower. It's controlled by an AM Infinity right there, which you can see is really cool. And it's absolutely a beautiful car. Even if we look inside, it's very attractive, very well done, very elegant. And it's a really cool car indeed. Then over here is, of course, the very first Porsche I ever built. This is the Bisimoto IROC Porsche, 850 horsepower of the combination of the classic beauty of an old school 911 or 930 with a water-cooled 850 wheel horsepower power plant. This has a legacy twin turbo setup, so just like Rod's over there, that has a newer generation of TNX turbos. This is the older legacy Turbonex turbos. I need to upgrade these because those are pretty cool turbos compared to this. But this is very nice, very efficient nonetheless. And also filtered by some AM filtration. And in this 1975 911 is actually very nice. And also I use an AM EMS for that. Now, on the other hand here, this is a car that became fairly popular. This is a combination or a collaboration between Bisimoto, Momo, and also Mattel for the 50th anniversary of Hot Wheels. And it's a center seat, what I can refer to as a Boxman. Started his life as a Boxster, but has this Cayman-esque carbon fiber roof. As you can see up in there, it's carbon fiber. And these are the best handling cars I've ever had the experience to explore. Mid-engine, mid-seat, absolutely beautiful. Has a nice 996 Cup car fascia to it and some updated carbon fiber headlights. This is so much fun. It's so balanced and really a blast. This is an old school 912. It's going to be a project ideally for 2021. This is going to be a project for also 2021, maybe even this year. You never know. It's a special Wishes Porsche 911. Here is my lovely Ninja Turtle Targa. This is Hedimoto's Ruby Stone vehicle. We built this with a sequential gearbox and also a GT2 engine, but some more magic is happening to it very, very soon, which is pretty exciting. Very clean interior too. Look how clean this is inside. Very attractive, very beautiful. 76 912 right here in the garage. This is an old school 911T, 1968. I'm actually restoring this for my father. Don't tell him. And speaking of restoration, this is also the oldest Porsche I own. It's a 1967 912, which we're going to have some very interesting technology in this extremely soon. So stay tuned to our feed for some updates on that. And one of my most prized possessions here, the beautiful Bisimoto Flachbau or slant nose. Absolutely gorgeous, completely untouched with the exception of a Bisimoto top post-chamber exhaust. People see these wheels and they think, hey, what wheels are those wrapped around our AAA Toyos? Well, these are not Gaudis. These are old school, period correct, very rare Epsilon wheels. Very cool indeed. So, see, that's my little post-chamber right there, exhaust. Allows you to make a lot of power without any drone and also emissions friendly. So in the back here, I'm in the back of the facility here, and we have an array of cars, of course. We have the Bisimoto Viper. Built this for SEMA, I believe 2016. Has a very nice setup indeed in it. Very clean, very Spartan, as you can see. Has some 1552 wheels as well. Wrapped in R888R rubber. Of course, I use Pure lubricants to, I love Pure, I have quite a few, right? We sell a lot of that stuff, it's really good stuff. And if you look under the hood, it's very simple actually. It has a standard 8.4 liter V10 engine. Put some Cayman filters on it, wrapped around some very beautiful pre-filters, and did our own custom like tubing here and some vibrant Vangean clamps, or I should say HD clamps. And here is Ralph Gio's signature. He is the head of global design for FCA and was an integral part of the design of this 5th gen Viper. And above and beyond that, Ralph is a die-hard Viper guy and exposed me to my very first Viper ever, which got me really excited about that. Let's close it up here. There you go. You guys remember this? That's Stitch, the old single overhead cam. Those trophies I showed you earlier, this is a majority of those trophies came from this vehicle. This ran over 10 years ago, 920s at over 152 miles an hour. And this was the very first naturally aspirated front wheel drive to ever hit 150s. And it's amazing. Broke so many records with the fastest carbureted car on the planet in terms of drag racing, front wheel drive. It also was absolutely amazing. It was a good test bed for me to go switch over to injection. Very fun car. And speaking of fun cars, look at this baby. This is the new Bisimoto Wagon. As you can see, given away here, with a beautiful dash. It has a sequential gearbox. Jay Leno loved driving this car. Look at that. That's a K24 engine, K24 Z3 bottom end, a Z7 head, and a nice 72mm turbocharger from Turnetics, and this nice custom airbox with AEM components. This airbox is really cool. It was made from the parts bin. It wasn't something you can just buy, but all the parts bins that exist in AEM induction, just go online. You can pick the box, pick the filter, pick the tube. It was pretty straightforward to do something custom, really cool. But this is a fun vehicle. It's all-wheel drive and sequential and boosted. Right now it's at 772 horsepower to the wheels. I need to put it back on a dyno and have some more fun with it. I'm just so busy with customer builds and stuff like that, like this right here. This is a Caterham that belongs to John Krafshek. He's the CEO of Waymo, and we updated this with some modern injection because it was carbureted before and a catalyst. But guess what? We're gonna do something even more advanced in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for some updates on this beautiful Caterham as well. Right there, lurking in the corner is a proper Cosworth 190E. Nice project. People keep trying to buy this. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. The first OEM car we ever built, 533 horsepower Bliss. This is a 2011 CRZ. And we're doing some updates to it as well. But you can see, it looks pretty crazy here. It has a Turnetics turbocharger, custom intake manifold, some upgraded injectors. Man, this thing was breaking gearboxes until we turned it down. And speaking of turning down, this is the very first car that got me hooked on mid-engine applications for Porsche. And it's the Bisimoto Cayman. Look at that. See, Caymans and Boxsters handle extremely well because of their characteristics of being mid-engine and wonderful chassis accoutrements, but they lack in the power department. And we fixed those with what? Twin snails. This made 481 horsepower. It's here on the lift so that we can improve that significantly. This is just a little project that will be going to AEM very soon for something very exciting. Customer's old school CRX. This is the Mattel Hot Wheels vehicle, also a center seat application. And look at how nice this looks inside. Absolutely beautiful center seat. This one has a 2.5 liter twin turbo engine, as you can see back here. And these turbos are not just any kind of turbos. These are military based turbos. The turbos you're seeing in drones, they're very advanced Turbonex turbos, and the architecture and aerodynamics is just absolutely superb. So this was launched at SEMA last year. So really cool project, and they'll be picking this up next week. I'm actually quite sad. But speaking of recent SEMA, look at this right here. The Veloster N from Bisimoto now makes 320 horsepower, absolutely gorgeous, has some updates, like an AEM intake, a Bisimoto CSF intercooler, a nice box on top, a flash tune from us as well, some iBox springs and 1552 wheels wrapped in tire rubber. And this is the belle of the ball. The car that got me crazy about center seats is the Bisimoto center seat that, wow, Matt Farah's driven and Jay Leno drove, and it's out here so I can dust her off and get her ready for some more track duty. And that's it right there. Very, very powerful car. Does 420 horsepower or so. And then with that button, that to pass button right here, gives additional 100 horsepower. via a electronic boost solenoid. And it's out here because I did some updates to the rear. So got some nice polishing going on here with the exhaust. It's really cool. Of course, I use Pure on it. It's really nice. And then the most popular car that I've built to date, which even has a Hot Wheel, the Bisimoto Odyssey. So there it is. Slam. Let's take a look under the hood so I can show you where the magic happens. Above and beyond being absolutely gorgeous inside, with a cool car baby seat. This interior is done by SOS. They did a smashing job in this nice 4-point cage. It's a manual 6-speed gearbox from an Acura TL Type S. Very, very nice and clean. And under the hood is pretty special. Has a PRL intercooler right there, going to a very nice 69mm precision turbo, filtered by AM filtration. Now, you know, I love Vengeance. I keep saying Vengeance. Vibrant HD clamps, I love those as well. And I run goes to AEM EMS here as well, Infinity, and also a beautiful lubrication opportunity with Purell 5W30. And then this is our most recent creation, becoming extremely popular, almost as popular as this. Crazy, huh? Nonetheless, this is the Bisimoto K3V. It is a Porsche 935, slick down, full electric, and absolutely fun to drive. And here's my port right here. So that's my J1772 port. And it's parked right here in close proximity to my charger. So that's my charging station right there. See where it says, please plug in your vehicle. Got that from Blink. And here's the J1772 charger. And that just goes right there, and that's good to go. So that's a little tour of the facility right now. I have a little bit more back there behind that door, but that's for next time. So guys, nonetheless, I really appreciate you hanging out with me this morning. I'm going to tidy some things up and get to work and have a pleasant day. In the meantime, take care and see you soon. Cheers.